You've been doing squats, you've been loading up the weight, you've been told that's how you build strong legs, but your glutes are still weak, your hamstrings barely fire, and your knees hurt more than they used to. It's not because you're not trying hard enough. It's not because your body is giving up on you. It's because squats only hit half the muscles your legs actually need. The stabilizers, the adductors, the deeper fibers that keep you mobile and pain-free, they're getting completely ignored. And after 40, those are exactly the muscles that determine whether you stay strong or start breaking down. So your body keeps compensating, your lower back takes over, your hip flexors tighten up, and the muscles that actually matter never get recruited. In this video, I'll give you 5 exercises that target what squats miss and build 3 times more functional leg strength. But first, we need to activate the right muscles in the right sequence, because without that foundation, even the best movements won't reach the tissue that needs it most. Now, let's start where real leg strength actually begins, with the move that exposes the weakness most people over 40 don't even know they're carrying. Number 1, reverse lunges. Most people do forward lunges and wonder why their knees hurt. The reverse lunge changes everything because stepping backward shifts the load to your glutes and hamstrings while taking pressure off your knee joint. Your front leg stays planted, which means your knee never travels past your toes. That's the difference between building leg strength and destroying your knees. Stand with your feet hip-width apart. Step back with your right foot and lower your back knee toward the ground. Your front knee should be at 90 degrees and your shin should stay vertical. Drive through your left heel to stand back up, bringing your right foot forward to the starting position. That's 1 rep. Do all your reps on one leg, then switch. What you're going to feel is your front leg doing all the work. Your glute will fire hard to extend your hip and stand you back up. Your quad will control the descent. Your hamstring stabilizes throughout. This builds real functional leg strength in a movement pattern your body actually uses in daily life. Week 1, 8 reps per leg, 3 sets, body weight only. Week 2, 10 reps, hold a dumbbell in each hand. Week 3, 12 reps, or add a pause at the bottom before driving back up. The common mistake is letting your front knee cave inward. Your knee needs to track over your toes, not collapse toward the midline. Another mistake is leaning too far forward. Stay relatively upright and let your legs do the work. The beauty of reverse lunges is they're joint-friendly while still building serious strength. Number 2, the Copenhagen plank. Before I explain how to do this, understand what's actually happening in your hips. There's a muscle called your gluteus medius that's responsible for keeping your pelvis level every time you take a step. When it's weak, your hip drops, your knee rotates inward, and your lower back absorbs every impact. That's why your back hurts. That's why your knees ache. It's not age. It's a muscle that stopped being recruited. And the Copenhagen plank wakes it back up while also hitting your adductors, the muscles along your inner thigh that squats completely miss. Lie on your side with your top foot on a bench or chair. Lift your hips off the floor using that top leg. Hold a straight line from head to feet. You'll feel a deep burn through the side of your hip and along your inner thigh. That burn is exactly where you want it. Don't let your hips rotate. Keep that top knee straight and your core tight. Week 1, hold for 10 seconds, 3 sets each side. If that's too hard, bend your top knee to 90 degrees on the bench instead of keeping it straight. Same hold, less difficulty. Week 2, increase to 20 seconds. Week 3, 30 seconds full form. What you're going to feel is your hip stabilizers firing in a way they probably haven't in years. Your glute medius will burn, your inner thigh will shake. This isn't comfortable, but it's necessary. These are the muscles that prevent falls, protect your knees, and keep your pelvis stable during every movement you make. The common mistake is letting your hips sag or rotate. You need to maintain that perfectly straight line. Another mistake is rushing through it. This is a hold, not a rep exercise. Time under tension is what rebuilds the connection. Number 3, glute bridge march. Most people can do a regular glute bridge, but the moment you lift 1 foot off the ground, everything falls apart. And that's exactly the point. The glute bridge march adds an anti-rotation challenge that forces your glutes, hamstrings, and deep core to work together as one unit. This is the kind of coordination your body needs to stay functional and pain-free. Here's what's really happening. A regular glute bridge lets both sides compensate for each other. One glute is weak, the other covers for it. And that one-sided lower back pain you've been feeling, that nagging ache that never goes away, there's a good chance this is exactly why. It's not your spine. It's one glute doing more work than the other. After 40, that imbalance is almost universal, and this exercise exposes and fixes it. Lie on your back, knees bent, feet flat on the floor, hip width apart. Drive your hips up into a full bridge. Squeeze your glutes hard at the top. Now, without letting your hips drop or rotate, lift one knee slowly toward your chest. Hold for 2 seconds. Lower it back down. Then switch sides. Your hips stay locked the entire time. If they're dropping or twisting, you found exactly what needs fixing. Week 1, 6 marches each side, 3 sets. Focus entirely on keeping your hips level. Week 2, 8 reps, add a 3-second hold at the top of each march. Week 3, place a light resistance band just above your knees for added challenge. What you're going to feel is one side struggling more than the other. That's normal. That's the imbalance revealing itself. Your glutes will burn, your hamstrings will work to keep your hips elevated, your core will have to brace hard to prevent rotation. The common mistake is letting your hips sag when you lift your leg. They need to stay at the exact same height throughout the entire set. Now, before I show you the 4th exercise, let me address something important. If you're dealing with chronic aches and pains, stiff joints, or you feel like your body just doesn't cooperate anymore, you're not alone. Most people think they're stuck with these problems forever. But what if there was a simple step-by-step system that could help you move pain-free again? I created Reboot Your Body specifically for people struggling with these exact issues. It's a 30-day program designed to restore the movement and strength you've lost so you can play with your kids or grandkids, get through your day without constant aching, and feel confident in your body again. Imagine building leg strength without the knee pain and back pain that squats usually cause. The link is in the description below if you want to check it out. Number 4, Bulgarian split squats. This is the exercise most people avoid, and it's exactly why their legs stay weak. The Bulgarian split squat is the single most effective lower body movement you can do after 40 without loading your spine. It targets your glutes, hamstrings, and quads simultaneously on one leg at a time through full range of motion. Nothing else comes close. Here's what most people miss. They treat it like a squat. They drop straight down and wonder why their front knee hurts. The Bulgarian split squat isn't a squat. It's a hip hinge on a single leg. Your torso should lean slightly forward. Your front heel stays glued to the floor. The back leg is just a kickstand. It's not doing the work. Here's the setup. Sit on the bench you'll be using. Extend your front leg straight out in front of you. Where your heel lands on the floor with your leg fully extended, that's your foot position. Mark it. Now stand up, place the top of your back foot on the bench behind you, and plant your front foot on that mark. From there, hinge slightly forward at the hip and lower yourself down until your front thigh is parallel to the floor. Drive back up through your entire front foot, heel first. Feel your glute doing the work. Week 1, 6 reps each leg, 3 sets, body weight only. Focus entirely on finding your position. Week 2, 8 reps, add a light dumbbell in each hand. Week 3, 10 reps, increase weight or add a 2-second pause at the bottom. What you'll feel is your front leg working incredibly hard. Your glute will fire to extend your hip. Your quad will control the descent. Your hamstring helps stabilize. This builds real functional leg strength while protecting your spine and knees. The common mistake is having your front foot too close to the bench. You need distance so your knee can track properly without excessive forward travel. Another mistake is staying too upright. That slight forward lean is what engages your glutes properly. Number 5, step-ups with knee drive. This looks simple, and that's exactly why most people do it wrong. The step-up targets your glutes, hamstrings, and quads, but the knee drive at the top is what separates a real strength builder from just going through motions. That single moment of hip flexion forces your standing leg to stabilize under full load. And here's what most people miss. They use the bottom foot to push off the floor instead of driving through the heel of the top foot. That one mistake shifts the load from your glutes straight to your quads. You're not building complete leg strength. A regular staircase step works perfectly. Place your full foot on the surface, heel included. Drive through that heel to stand up. At the top, drive your opposite knee up toward your chest. Hold for 1 second. Then lower yourself slowly, taking 3 full seconds on the way down. That slow descent is where strength is actually built. Week 1, 8 reps each leg, 3 sets, body weight only. Week 2, add a light dumbbell in each hand, start with 10 pounds. Week 3, increase to 15 pounds, or add a pause at the bottom before driving back up. What you'll feel is your working leg doing everything. Your glute will fire hard to extend your hip, your quad will control the descent. The knee drive at the top forces your hip flexor to work while your standing leg maintains perfect stability. Your balance will be tested. Your core has to stay engaged to keep you from wobbling. The common mistake is moving too fast. Speed kills the effectiveness. You need controlled movement, especially on that 3-second descent. Another mistake is leaning too far forward. Stay relatively upright and let your leg do the work, not momentum. If you're pushing off with your bottom foot, you're cheating yourself out of the benefit. All right, now's the time for me to show you how to combine these 5 exercises into a complete leg routine you can do 3 times per week. Start with reverse lunges, 3 sets of 10 reps per leg. Rest 90 seconds between sets. This should take about 10 minutes and gets blood flowing to your legs while activating your glutes and hamstrings. Next, move to Copenhagen planks, 3 sets of 20 to 30-second holds per side. Rest 60 seconds between sides. This adds another 6 minutes and fires up those hip stabilizers. Then hit glute bridge marches, 3 sets of 8 reps per side. Rest 60 seconds between sets. This adds another 8 minutes and ensures both glutes are working equally. After that, Bulgarian split squats, 3 sets of 8 to 10 reps per leg. Rest 2 minutes between sets because this one is demanding. This adds another 12 minutes. Finally, finish with step-ups with knee drive, 3 sets of 10 reps per leg. Rest 90 seconds between sets. This adds another 10 minutes. In total, this routine takes about 45 minutes and builds complete leg strength without ever squatting or using machines. Your glutes will grow, your hamstrings will strengthen, your stabilizers will activate, your adductors will finally get the work they've been missing. Your knees and back will feel better because you're training through natural movement patterns that don't compress your spine. Within 4 weeks, you'll notice you move better, feel stronger, climb stairs easier, and the aches you thought were permanent start disappearing. Your balance will improve, your posture will improve, and you'll have built leg strength that actually translates to real life, not just numbers on a barbell. This is complete leg training. Get after it.